Yes, the people. Welcome to Zante. Another day, another vlog. What am I up to today? Or should I say this morning? What am I up to this morning, Danny boy? It's currently 7:45 in the morning. The cat's had me up since 5:30. That's right, the cat came in, little Tony. She tapped me on the nose. She wanted her breakfast. I went, no, it's too early for your breakfast. I said, you can go outside. So I've kicked her outside. Not literally kicked her. I threw her outside. But I thought, let's get out and about and let's get amongst it and let me show you what the resort of Laganas is actually like. Do you remember my 6 AM vlog? There was everybody walking around, knocking around on the beach, skinny dipping. Was the skinny dipping? Making out on the beach. The Laganas strip, obviously you had all the rubbish from the night before, and that was all out on the strip. So let me get out amongst it and let me show you what it's like. So I'm currently outside the Vivian. The Vivian's closed down now for the season, and there you have it. There's the Vivian, completely different to a couple of weeks ago. All shut down, all closed down. The lovely Lady Victoria, she's probably sunbathing now in Miami. Hawaii, Dan, Hawaii. But yeah, they've shut down for the season. They ain't putting their feet up. Fair play to them, they deserve it. Well, we all deserve it, don't we, Danny boy? We all deserve it. So we're walking down now onto the main road, and look at my hand. Picked the scab haven't I this morning? I can't remember what I was doing. Obviously, to have a little cut on my hand there, I was putting my hand in somewhere where I shouldn't have been putting it. But there you have it. So yeah, we're walking over. Taj Mahal is closed down now for the season. Cream, they've closed down for the season. So we're just swinging a right. And we're just walking past Players. They've also closed down for the season. So you can just see how quiet it is now. The weather, it's been raining overnight, as you can see all the puddles. But yeah, Players, they're completely done now for the season. So we're just having a little morning stroll. I know Amigos, they're still open on the evening. So if you're knocking around in the resort of Laganas, Amigos bar is still open, and so is Friends bar's open as well in the daytimes. So if you fancy a beer, go and see Friends. Amigos, they don't open till the evening, but they are still open. And then we're coming up to the restaurant Panos, just here on the left hand side, just there where I'm pointing. The sort of creamy building, just there. They're still open. I will need a coffee, Danny boy. I will need a coffee. So I will collect a coffee when I pass go. There we go. So Panos, they're still open. They're still rocking and rolling. Louise and Paul at the pub, they're putting their feet up. They're closed now for their season, even though they will reopen in the winter at some point. They normally open, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I remember right. It's been a long summer, but they will be open during the winter months. Well, we hope that they're open. I can't wait to have a game of bingo. But as you can see, the difference compared to a few weeks ago. Some big news as well. Perry Evan, they're relocating. So Perry Evan is relocating, and the rumour has it they're relocating down onto the strip. So stay tuned with this one. They are relocating for next year, and these premises are actually up for sale. The business is up for sale under Zante, which was the business beforehand. So yep, stay tuned with that one. And here we go, the 24-hour Crypto, 24-hour kiosk. So we're going in here, we're going to grab a little Freddo Cappuccino Schietto. Got the Alfredo Cappuccino Schietto on the go. Happy days. And oh, there's Lucky's. Oh, wipe my eyes. I was just saying to him, and oh, bloody hell, Danny boy. Oh, I've just put in the bloody, wetted all my bloody feet. That's not looking bloody where I'm going. Bloody nightmare. Ah, wet socks. Wet bloody socks. And then a brand new pair of socks as well. And I've put on. Bloody nightmare. Anyway, what was I saying? I hate wet feet. I wasn't saying that, but I do bloody hate wet feet. Anyway, Lucky's. And I was just saying, just in the kiosk until I bloody stood in the bloody pool. Bloody hell, it was that deep. Yeah, when you're working every day, you're bloody stressed. You can't wait for the winter to arrive. But now I haven't worked for about 10 days. It's about 10 days to 2 weeks. About 2 weeks I haven't worked for. And now I'm itching. I'm itching now. I'm itching to be doing something. And there's only so many films you can watch, Danny boy. And when you've always worked, it's crazy to actually get your mind out of work, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's get back onto the vlog. So anyway, we've got the phylloxenia. As you can see, they're all done and dusted for the summer. So we're just going to continue walking down. I believe Sizzle Bang, they're still open. They was open about 2 days ago when I went past. So I believe these guys are still open. Yeah, I believe they are. They've got all the tablecloths all on the tables still. All the tables are still out. So these guys are still open. And I also believe Greco's on the corner. That's when I did the vlog with the hanging kebabs. I believe the restaurant on the corner, Greco's, they're still open. Angels, as you can see, they're all completely done and dusted. And I'm sure I read a post as well regarding the loft on the strip. They're still open. James, they've got live music on, I think 3 nights a week. There you go. Greco's, they're closed as well now, guys. So Greco's, who I just said was still open, I believed, they're done and dusted. Yeah, all closed up. So Greco's, that must have just happened in the last, I'll say 48 hours. They're closed. So yeah, back to the loft. The loft is still open. They're still going strong. So if you're in Lagana and you want somewhere to go on the evening, make sure you get down to the loft. They're still open, but I believe that they close. What day are we on today, Danny boy? Saturday morning. I believe there's another week for them. So just check out their Facebook page, O'Callaghan's The Loft. And I'm sure Bluebell's put on there when they are closing. The 25th's coming into my head for some reason. I don't know, the 25th of October. Looks like the Nepali restaurant, they're still open. So obviously the weather's terrible, but they have got the inside restaurant. And it does look open, to be fair, it does. All the tablecloths are all on the tables, all the tables are laid out nicely, and they've also got their special board out as well, so they're open, guys. And then we're just walking down the main Laganas strip. So what time is it now? About 8 o'clock, after 8. After 8. It's coming up to Christmas. Okay, we have Bonanza on the right. Fantastic restaurant. Used to be over on this side. Anima. So yeah, Bonanza used to be here, but then relocated across the road. Then obviously you got the one and only Cheeky Tiki's. And do you know something? Bloody, I watched vlog the other day by a guy, crikey, I can't even tell you his name, Wondering and Beyond, Simon Evitts, and he absolutely ran Lagana down, and I'm like, really? Crikey, he didn't have a good word to say about the place, but do you know something? It's an absolutely phenomenal place. And okay, you've got all the nightclubs, but do you know something? Zante, on a whole, we have to cater for the youngsters. We was all young once. Crikey, we all went to nightclubs back in the day, just because we're knocking on a little bit. You know, even the youngsters need an holiday, Danny boy. So, summertime. So I know summertime's still open. So we've got summertime, Babis. These guys are still open, still going strong as well. And then you've got Frozen Bubbles. They're done and dusted, finished for the winter now. Or finished for the summer, shall I say. Then you got Barcode, they're also finished. Got the feet up, relaxing. Sugar, I should imagine they're finished. And also as well, you've got Sirocco next door. I'm not sure if Sirocco's finished for the summer. Let's just have a look inside and let's see if everything's put away. Yeah, Sirocco's also finished as well. Everything's all been put away in there. So Barcode, Frozen Bubbles and Sirocco all done and dusted, finished. Was going back to Lagana, phenomenal, plenty of bars, restaurants on the beach. At the start of the beach it's a bit more busier, a bit more lively, and then as you get down further onto the beach, or further down on the beach towards Kalimera, you've got your little Greek tavernas. It's a little bit more quieter, but I believe Lagana, it's got a little bit for everybody. So it's absolutely phenomenal, fantastic. If you want it busy, you can have it busy. If you want it a bit more chilled and quieter, go down onto the road where Lucky's is, a little bit more chilled out down that road, but you've got it all here. And then, you know, you're 5 minutes to Kalimera, you're 20 minutes to Zante town, you're literally 5 minutes away from the airport. So location wise, you're perfect. Perfect. And you've got the taxi rank, they're just here. You've got the quick coffee shop across the road, and they're open, still serving coffees. And then we just come in now over the crossroads, and this will bring you into your sort of like nightclub territory. And we're just approaching the loft, and this is where I'm saying to come on the evenings. It's still open. It's right upstairs, right at the top. And it looks like the cleaners up there doing their stuff. And they've also gone inside, guys, so if it's raining, don't get worrying. They've gone inside, so you can go inside, you can enjoy the music, and they've got tables and chairs inside as well. Over at the back, grand, no problems whatsoever. And Woody street food, phenomenal jacket potatoes. I've only ever had the jacket potatoes, and I've always been meaning to try something different, but every time I've like had some food from there, I've always gone back to the jacket potato. Phenomenal. As you can see now, guys, there's no black bags out. So when I walked down here at 6 o'clock that morning, crikey, you could see it was the busiest on the strip with the amount of black bags that they'd thrown out and the rubbish from the night before. But don't get worrying, the dustbin men come down, they clean it all up, and I've all the nightclub, all their staff, all the cleaners, they wash all the front down, so yeah, don't get worrying. But honest to God, it's not as bad as the press make it out, as other people make out. It's not that bad. It's my home. It's where I live. It's where I live. And people say to me, "Well, do you enjoy it there?" No, I hate it. I hate it. Of course I enjoy it here. Nobody's forcing me to stay here. Absolutely love it here. So yeah, long may it continue. I class Zante, I class Laganas now as my home. So, you know, the people here are fantastic. Nice walks down onto the beach. I don't get that in Wolverhampton, do I, Danny boy? No, I don't. No, I don't. And it looks like that the sun is trying to break through the clouds. As soon as I get down onto the beach, the sun will be over on the far left. So there we should see the sun just rising up. Hopefully today will be a bit of a better day. Doesn't really matter to me if it's raining or sunny, but for the tourists, the guys that have come in here on holiday, hopefully they'll get to see a bit of sun. So fingers crossed for those guys that the weather's going to change. And we're just making our way down now towards the beach, and I'm looking at the waves. The waves are quite big. I can hear the waves. I wonder how easy it is to walk to Cameo Island. Through the sea, Danny boy, through the sea. We've just approached the bottom where I Love Laganas sign is. There you go, and check that out for a view. Absolutely beautiful. Also as well, Tropicana, they're still open as well at the bottom on the right hand side. But check that out, absolutely stunning. I Love Laganas, and you've even got the sunrise in the background. Perfect, beautiful. So yeah, perfect. And we're just walking round. As I touched on, Tropicana, they're still open. And just listen to the sound. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Danny boy. So let's walk along the beach and let's do our little beach walk. So as I touched on, planes are still coming in into the island, and tourists are still knocking around in the resort of Laganas. And you've got the loft, they're open on the strip for your evening. Along the beach, there's a few little places that's still open along the beach. I believe Cubanero's is still open. And I also believe Sailor Nick's a little bit further on down. So you've got a few little beach bars along the beach that are still open. Bit of a silly one this one is, Danny boy, really, because I'm walking along the beach hoping not to get sand in my trainers. Especially because my right foot's wet, so I dropped in the pool outside the kiosk. But no, this is gorgeous, guys, and this is why this is exactly why I live here. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful. And I can't believe that's one of the questions I keep getting asked. Do I enjoy it? Do I enjoy it? I was just looking at that boat then, thinking that boat would be ideal for Captain Dan. But it's a lifeboat. Yeah, it's a lifeboat. I can't play around with that, can I? Isabel's. I just thought I'd jump on this morning, just show you how Laganas looking this time of the year. And as I touched on at the start of the season, all this looks completely different in the height of the summer. Looks completely different. All the beaches are raked, all the beaches are clean, all your sun lounges are out, music's playing, all the tables and chairs are out. Completely different. We're just coming in out, it's the end of the season, we're coming into the winter months. Just check that view out. And this is Cuban Aeros. They're just opening up now. There we go. And I touched on, these guys are still open. So Cuban Aeros on the beach. So for all your cocktails, your drinks, food. Hello. Yeah. Everything. They're still going on and they're still open. So Cuban Aeros, guys. And the other place I did mention that I thought was still open, Sailor Nick's. Sailor Nick's, and they are open. So they've got the sun lounges out on the beach. They're just opening up, and snacks, pizza, chicken burgers, omelettes. I say pizza, there's no pizza. Oh yeah, you can have pizza, no problem at all. Yeah, got the pizza on the sign there, and Sailor Nick's is still open. There we go. So these guys are still going. Brilliant. So like I say, there are one or two places still open in Lagana. So it's not done yet. No, it's not done yet. They're still going. They're still going. And you've also got Yanis. I didn't know that these guys are still open, but there you go, all the sun lounges are out. Their menu boards are out. The restaurant's still open. So yeah, Yanis as well, on the beach. There you go. These guys are still open. So it's not done and dusted just yet, Danny boy. And then we're coming to the Galaxy Hotel, and all the Galaxy Hotel, all the sun lounges are out for the hotel, and also as well all the tables and chairs. So it looks like that the Galaxy Hotel still have guests. There we go, the Galaxy Hotel. And they're still going strong. Bless you, Danny boy. Bless you, Danny boy. Oh, comes in threes normally. But yeah, the Galaxy still going. And there's also some beds a little bit further on down that's out. So what's going on there? Bless you. I told you it comes in threes. But I must admit, I did wake up this morning with a little bit of a snotty nose. So I think I have got a little bit of a cold. So we're just walking on down, and I say there's sun loungers which are out. So let's go and see and investigate what's happening just here. Well, obviously El Paradiso, they're closed up now for the winter. They're done and dusted. Great little venue, best of both worlds. You got the pool, you got the beach, phenomenal. And this is the Poseidon beach, if I remember right, or is it the next one? Well, I think it's the next one. So it looks like that this gaff here, it looks like they've got the workmen out. So maybe, yeah, are they pulling them out? Aren't they pulling them out? What's going on? Now he's putting all the umbrellas out. Now is he doing that to dry them? I don't really know what's going on. But it still looks open. Yeah, it's the Poseidon beach. So the Poseidon beach, it looks as if, are they finished? Are they closed? I'm not too sure. Let's go and investigate then, Danny boy. Ah, they're lovely. There's a bin. Hoppa. Yeah, it looks like they've still got guests here. So we're just walking up. Yeah, all the cleaners are out cleaning, drying everything, because obviously the weather's been absolutely tipping it down. So we're just going to walk up, and I could just cut through, can't I? So cutting through the Poseidon. Kalimera, 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 let me go. Hoppa, hoppa. Hoppa, hoppa. Kalimera, 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 let me go. Yeah, they've still got guests here. People who are enjoying the breakfast, enjoying a coffee. So, happy days. And look how clean the pool is. Spotless, but I bet you it's freezing. I bet you it's freezing. So we're just going up the ramp. And like I just touched on, like we can cut through, no problem. So guys, join me when I'm on the other side. And there you have it. It's brought me out on the other side of the Poseidon beach. Happy days. So it's where I need to get to. And it was quite quicker to cut through. And no, I didn't have any breakfast, Danny boy. And no, I didn't have a coffee, Danny boy. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So there you have it, Hotel Poseidon Beach. And the guy who owns this, absolutely phenomenal, Costa. Superb guy. And he even says to me, he went, Danny boy, whenever you're around, he said, if you fancy a little bit of grub, just pop in, help yourself. But no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because I'm on a diet. I'm literally trying to shed a few pounds. So I just want to lose a stone if I can. Lose a stone just before I go over to Dubai, Thailand. So yeah, just a little bit more comfortable. So I weighed myself on the scales the other day. I went, bloody hell, they nearly broke. 15 stone. Yes, I know I don't look it. But anyway guys, we're walking now around the back streets. We're going to be swinging a right here, and that's going to take us round by Captain Morgan's. But yeah, there's loads of guests at the Poseidon. Loads of guests in there enjoying the breakfast. Right, so we're just going to walk up. It's going to bring us out by the Taj, past Captain Morgan's, Alexander the Great. So there you have it, a little walk around Lagana on this Saturday morning. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day in Dan's World. What will I be up to? Probably a little bit more or less the same, because now we're coming at the end of the season now. Everything's a lot more quieter. I've got no boat. I've got no boat, so I can't get up to my antics. And yeah, I just want to just say thank you very much for the support this year. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and you know, we've kept it going. And a lot of people says he won't keep it going. A lot of people said this channel wouldn't work. A lot of people said this guy is a lunatic. He's on drugs. He's on the old D-rugs. But do you know something? We've proved everybody wrong, and we've done it together. So thank you very much to absolutely every single one of you. So I just want to say thank you very much for the support once again. Can't do it without you lot. You lot? Who's you lot? I can't do it without you guys at home watching, hitting the subscribe, commenting and liking, and hitting that new button. What's it called? Hype. The hype button. God knows what the hype button does, but thank you very much for pressing it. I dare you, press it. I dare you. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for another day in Dan's. We'll catch you in a bit. Laters.